What's the best kind of road trip? It's a road trip that's paid for by the books you sold on eBay. Hey guys, this is Shane. Welcome to my Curator of the Lost channel. And today, hey, I'm gonna have a little fun. At first, there's two things. There's book finds, but there's also a road trip that me and a buddy of Donovan and I took just this last week. And if you've watched the channel for any length of time, you probably saw a video a few weeks ago. I said a buddy that gave me this box of toys. And then the same buddy had given me a bunch of Warhammer books, and I'd said, hey, if these things are going to sell, we're going to do something fun together, go out to eat, do whatever. Well, there was an opportunity to go to Nashville, to a road trip to Nashville, and see the Black Keys and the release party for a new album called Tell Everybody. It's juke joint blues in the 21st century, and it's produced by Dan Auerbach's Easy Eye Sound. The Black Keys have a song on it, Dan Auerbach has a song on it, but there's some great stuff. And do yourself a favor, if you haven't, just listen to this album, or you can stream it or buy it. But it's got R.L. Boyce, it's got Gabe Carter, the great Robert Finley, Jimmy Duck Holmes. It's really got some talented people on it. So there was the show in Nashville, in the Germantown area of Nashville, next to the Nashville Sounds Stadium, in a place called the Brooklyn Bowl. And it's a real small indoor venue. And so they're doing the release party for this album, Tell Everybody. But then the Black Keys were, they were also going to have Kenny Brown and Eric Deaton, and they're going to do part of Delta Cream. So if you watched my shirt, my Delta Cream, Black Keys are like my favorite band. So I said, we need to go to this, Donovan. And he was up for it. And we decided we were going to drive up, hit some Nashville hot chicken, and then go to the show, do a road trip. We ended up coming back that night. We got back at like 1 or 2 in the morning. And I have to say, road trips are easier when you're 25 than they are when you're 55. But we had a great time. And so going up, I'll just finish all the story. Then I'll show you the book finds. But I hope you really enjoy this. So the stuff that Donovan had given me, the toys, I listed this Valkyrie armor, and it sold like for $100 in like an hour. I've sold multiple Warhammer stuff for, some of them $20, some of them $50. So it was several $100s, that the stuff that he had just said, I don't want it anymore. He was moving, just take it. If you do whatever you want. So I'll sell it for you. And he said, no, don't want any money. I just don't want to throw it away. If you want it, take it. So I did, sold a ton of it, made some good money. So we financed this whole road trip with that. So if you've never been to Nashville, Nashville's famous for Nashville hot chicken. There's a ton of them. The original is like Prince's, but there's 8 or 10 just great places. But Hattie B's is on the way, and I like Hattie B's. It's a little commercial now, but it's always consistent. Service is good, and their chicken tastes good. But they have this flavor called Nashville. It's Nashville hot, but it's called Shut the Cluck Up. I've never tried it. Well, Donovan's a big, spice eater. So he got, the chicken sandwich with a side of wings. He's a big eater too. With Shut the Cluck Up. And so I'm showing photos, I'm popping them up, at Hattie B's menu, and Donovan with his food, and then the sweat literally pouring off his head. And he said he enjoyed it. I just got the regular medium. I think I could have gone hot on my sandwich, but it was delicious. So then we go up to the downtown area, Brooklyn Bowl, get there. The venue's great, small venue. They actually have a bowling alley in this place. It's crazy. But it's general admission, just get up there, whatever. And it was truly an amazing night. They started off with Jimmy Duck Holmes, then Gabe Carter came on and played. He's from Chicago. Then Robert Finley came out, and Robert Finley is this amazing story. He's like 70 years old. Mississippi guy, he's legally blind. His daughter's was a backup singer. But there was one time when Robert was singing that we had Dan and Pat with Black Keys. We had Eric Deaton, Kenny Brown. They were all on stage and they were jamming. And I'm gonna cut away and show you some of this. And it was just awesome. So we cut away that, and then we'll come back, close up, and I'll show you the finds.
With me and my friends, I was out in the club one night, hanging out the New York Inn. I heard the fellas talking about something, but I thought I heard them call your name. Yeah.
so that just gives you a taste of the music. I don't know if it's your jam or not, but it was a great night. We had a good time. And you know, and when you do something like that, it reminds you that you just, sometimes you just gotta grab a friend, grab a spouse, grab a, you know, buddy, whatever, and just do something just on the fly road trip. It's you know, just a lot of fun. So we had a blast. Good food, good talks going up and back, and just a good time at the show. So anyway, it was good. It was all paid for by the stuff that Donovan was just gonna throw away. And literally, I mean, you know, the tickets, the food, the gas, everything, you know, the parking, you know, we spent several $100s. It was all paid for by the book. So it was a good fun. So, all right, and do yourself a favor on that album. Check out that album and any of the artists there. They're amazing. You know, there's a couple other guys, a Bud Welch, and there's a Glenn Schwartz that has some songs. And if you don't know Glenn, he was actually the lead guitarist for the James Gang back in the day, and he left, and Joe Walsh replaced him. So, and there's a song on this album that Daughters of Zion, that were Glenn Schwartz, Joe Walsh, and Dan Auerbach are all three playing guitar on it, and it's just amazing. So stream it, check it out, and if you buy vinyl, try to do it from your local vinyl album store. Help them out, shop local. So okay, so with that, I've got more finds. Had some good stuff this week. So let's just jump in on these and kind of switch gears here for you. This first one, look, so I've got about a dozen of these, and you'll see here's like 6 or 8 of them here, and I'm just going to show you what they are. I saw them, they were weird. They had a sign and it said Automag, and I'm thinking it's a car thing, right? And they were all 75 cents. Well, it turns out that this was a national, let me see if you can see that, a National Automatic Pistol Collectors Association. Some of these are from the 80s, most of them from the 90s, the early 2000s. I've got like 12, maybe 14 of them. And somebody had taken all the years, the volumes, and they punched them and put them into folders. But, you know, you can see, you know, they're the real deal. They're not photocopies. And, you know, they've got photos of automatic pistols. Sometimes they've got, you know, diagrams and just all kinds of stuff. So for, you know, somebody that's into that thing, you know, for, you know, shooting, collecting, this, I mean, I got them for 75 cents each. You know, it even shows holsters. It's just all kinds of stuff in it. Sometimes I saw there were some of them that had diagrams. You know, somebody, so I mean, there's like diagrams of stuff. I don't, you know, somebody that's into this, they will, I think I can sell these for, I saw some that were hard copy bound, and somebody wanted $75 each for them. I think that these could bring $15 to $20 each. I may bundle them up in years. I may sell them. I just may put them out there for 20 bucks each year. See what happens for 75 cents each. And it's weird, right? And you know, I like weird, so that's one reason I got them. And it's easy. I'll list them. They may be a longer tail item, but I like it. It's cool. And you know, if you see cool, you got to buy cool. So, all right. Oh, by the way, I got the new shirt. If you hadn't noticed it already, hopefully you've checked this out for yourself and come to your own conclusions. So I think this is a new one for videos. Okay, here's another one. It's you know, automotive car stuff. It's a great you know, genre to look for. This was on the Packard, you know, 1942 to 62. About a $25 book. You know, it's got the standard, just all kinds of, you know, look at that. It'd be cool riding around with that. I needed that for the road trip. That would have set it over the top. Roll up in that, you know. So, you know, it's a good $25 book. It'll be a good one. All right, here's another one. If I see this stuff, I always look for it. This is the Hive and the Honeybee, and this Daydant. They're an older publisher. You see, I see these Daydants. I've sold the different ones. This one as well as other ones on the Honeybee. Anything on bees, honeybee raising, things like that. I always check it out. Sometimes they're not worth it, but I got this one, I think, for 50 cents. I want to say that this was 50 cents. Yeah, look, it's 50 cents. I see some of these selling for like 20. Sometimes they sell for 30, 35, 40. I think realistically I can get 30 for it. I always sell these, no issue. It'll sell for, I'm gonna probably list it for 30 or 35. It's a good find. It's another thing, topic-wise, you don't have to remember this title. You don't have to remember Daydant. There's other publishers. But when you see things on honey and honeybees, check them out. It's, it's good stuff. And some of them, there's different ones there's one that Daydant does. I forget which one it is. Hive maintenance or something that I've bought and sold before for like 75 bucks. So there's different ones. Okay, here's another book. This is about a $25 book. I see this one listed. Sometimes people list it for 30 or 35, but kind of cool. First year Polish. Okay. I paid $1.50 for this one. Let's see there, $1.50. I ponied up for that one. It does have a little bit of highlighting in the beginning of it, but I guess after that, people didn't make it past the first chapter. They said they couldn't learn Polish. So anyway, this will sell at least 20 bucks, 25 bucks. All right, here's one. This will actually go on Amazon. This sells for 20 bucks on Amazon. Bridge Basics also has a little cheat sheet thing. I don't know. I'll have to see if this actually goes with the book or it was just something somebody had. It's like this, Bridge at a glance. But this was Bridge Basics 2. I've had mixed success with these. I see bridge stuff all the time. Most of the time, it's not worth it. It's $5, $4 is what it's going to sell for. Every once in a while, there's one that it's like a $20 one. So anyway, I got it. Paid $1 for it. Okay, that's what I'll list it for. All right, here's another one that's going to go into Amazon. This one's selling. There's no FBAs on it, and it's like $45 merchant fulfilled. It's on boat building. I see stuff like this, man. I love this kind of stuff. It's kind of this weird. Again, paid $1 for this one. It's got lots of diagrams on. Let's see. How to build your boats. It's something that looks cool. All kinds of technical specs. But this is stuff that I see this. I just gravitate toward it. It's kind of niche stuff I like. All right, here's another one that's this subject matter. I find it's hit or miss as well. But here's one that caught my eye on this seminal patchwork. It's about quilts. Got some ladies doing some quilting there. It's about a $20 book. I paid 50 cents for it. It's got, it's got patterns and all the quilt art. So yeah, that's a good one. Okay. This one is only about a $15 book. Wedding Fashions in the 1862 to 1912. I paid 50 cents for that one. And look at those illustrations. Oh, isn't that crazy? Woo, can't imagine having to wear that. That had to be so uncomfortable. But it gets beautiful illustrations, about $15 book. All right, then the last one, this one, I paid $5 for it. It's an Easton Press. It's the Confessions of St. Augustine. Here's what I like about this one. All right, I always look. When the Easton Press, I always look to see is there's the gilt, G-I-L-T. My southern, it's not, I'm feeling guilty. It's guilt. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, guilt. Maybe it's pronounced the same, I don't know. Always check to see if it's rubbed there, right? You can see this one has a little, it's just a piece of paper, tape. So everything's good on it. But then, here's what I liked about this one. The old Easton Press book plate was not filled out and attached. I hate when, if I'm not gonna pay up, $5 maybe, but sometimes people want to price these Hilton, these Easton Press books, and these are filled out and they're stuck, and they can't get them off. That was a bonus for me. So I always look to see if they've got these book plates, adhered to them. Again, I paid $5 for this one. You can see it is Easton Press. This one sells easy for 35. So that's why a lot of people, when they get these leather bound ones like this, I see them at estate sales, they want 50 bucks, 30, they want full blown eBay price for them. Every once in a while, that might be a good deal on something that's, like a first early edition that's like $200, but most of the time it's just not worth it, right? So $5 is a good entry level for this. It's a beautiful copy. this is one sometimes when I find these, I keep them for my own library. This is one I'm gonna flip and sell. Again, it's easy $35. So that's it. That's the quick find. So had a road trip, got some good books this week, and just a good time. Hopefully you guys, thanks for indulging me on showing you that stuff. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I told you on the videos that we were going to do something, and I'm so glad we did. And we like I said, had a great time. So remember, see cool, buy cool, and check out that album and some of those blues guys, and plan your road trip. Go somewhere, have fun. See you soon. Bye.